Yes, Ron's family arrived in a vintage fire truck. It's been a great turnout, as you can see here at the funeral, where they carried his casket in that vintage fire.
Let's go right now to Dave Spencer, who is live with more on why this old vehicle was so close to Ron's heart. Dave?
That's right, Charlie and Josh. As you mentioned, this isn't easy for anyone at Fox 2, and it's not easy for the hundreds inside that church right now or this community at large. He was not only an anchor, he was a firefighter, but as we saw all week, he's touched thousands of lives, the whole community coming out and showing their support, and it's hard not to smile when you mention the name of Ron Savage. Now, after the funeral ends, which we expect to be sometime within the hour, his casket will be brought out, a firefighter's burial. It will be brought into that specific truck there. It's a vintage fire truck, and it has significance to Ron Savage in particular, as we found out earlier today. If Ron Savage knew about it, he was passionate about it. A contagious enthusiasm that, like him, was larger than life.
Every cup of coffee that Ron had was the best cup of coffee in the world. If he had a bowl of soup, it was, this is the best soup ever. He just loved everything, but it was genuine.
So when Ron found out around 2003 that the Detroit Fire Department was in the process of restoring a 1937 fire engine with the intention of using it as a hearse for fallen firefighters, he was all in with his patented Savage smile and optimism.
It's a historically known Detroit rig. He loved Detroit, everything about Detroit, and the fact that it's different from other fire engines.
Ron took every opportunity to help fundraise, show off, and brag about the effort to fully restore the rig as an honor to those who, like Ron, died on the job.
This is what Ron deserves, not because of the man that we thought he was, but because of the man he was.
So when the opportunity came to return that honor and respect, Detroit firefighters didn't give it a second thought.
And we says we got to call them, make sure they know it's available to them. We always make the phone call, but this one here was a little bit special.
Ron always wanted to feature this engine in a news story, so it's only fitting and an honor of mine to share his passion in tribute.
He was always there for us, you know, great man.
And if Ron has taught us anything, it's how you treat people matters. And if you approach things with a passion, then that respect will be shown back to you. And that's what we've learned over the course of this week, over the many tributes we've seen. And speaking of tributes, our own Huel Perkins inside the church speaking right now. Let's listen to what he has to say.